But yeah, jumping back to the topic of Zelda, did you guys watch the the trailer for
Breath of the Wild 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I watched a little bit.
I did not, but I could not believe that they announced that at E3.
Already.
I bet you that there are still people out there who are still exploring Breath of the Wild 1.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't need to do this.
Balls.
Oh, you suck.
Oh, that's right. You can get infected.
Yep, and if it hits 100, you die.
They didn't honestly need to release a second one. I mean, granted, they're just announcing it, and so it's probably going to be years before it comes out.
Next year, if what they're saying is right.
Seriously?
Wow.
They did not need to do it that quickly.
Well, I mean, one of the big things is, like, they have all the assets done. They might as well use them.
Yeah. I suppose because...
They basically plan on turning Breath of the Wild into its own, like, Zelda line, I guess, or something like that.
Oh, so it's going to follow a line of sorts.
That's what it seems like.
I mean, really, you could. I don't see
Although,
I like her cute little haircut.
Honestly, people are debating over, where does it take place in the timeline?
Who cares?
Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say this. The timeline is so fucked up. They may as well just start a whole new timeline. Like, it's just start it from scratch. Say Breath of the Wild is its own entity. It's like alternate universes, like Marvel does.
Yeah.
Just have it like that's Hyrule 100. This is Hyrule fucking 150.
I think
start it over again.
Like, I know we've talked about it before, but I think their whole making a timeline was just to try to appease fans, but it was stupid.
They did, but honestly, once you had Ocarina of Time and the split of old Link and young Link, like, it just completely destroyed any semblance of a logical timeline that you could ever have.
Or the Dark Ages where Link fails. I mean, really.
Yeah, that's true, too.
There were so many different splits for it, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's like, you may as well just... I understand that fans wanted to try to, like... I think it's always our inclination to try to make sense out of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they were trying to do with this, but honestly, it's... I really do think that each one of them...
Roger!
Oh, he's getting fucked.
Oh, Rogers.
Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ! Oh, that's not Roger. 100% infected!
Yep, basically.
Oh,
God, this is really Parasite Eve.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It mixes a lot of different like genre stuff up together. It's kind of cool.
Roger.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Roger's not, like, that's not Roger anymore.
Get out of the way!
Oh my god, stop shooting
That would be
Roger.
a series I wish they would pick back up, is Parasite Eve. Such a great series.
Yeah.
And then we got Third Birthday, and it was like, what?
And that basically
time travel thing
and
was
that basically
just-
destroyed the series. Yeah.
Well, didn't they lose the rights to the name? That's why they had to call it Third Birthday.
Something like that.
I'm
Weird.
with the-
Yeah.
Special Marine Forces Recon, I know. You're here to scout the facility, but
Yeah.
you're too
Is she?
late.
No,
Things are
I'm
already out of
Dennis.
control here.
She's a
Please
scientist
listen
from
to
the...
what I'm telling you. Get out of here as soon as you can.
Take off your suit!
Tell me, what the hell happened
Wouldn't
here?
shoot?
What happened to
Huh?
my
They
partner?
wouldn't shoot.
It wouldn't shoot! The suit! Okay.
What do you, like, I wish there was an option in some of these games where she tells you to leave and you're just like, yeah,
It
alright.
wouldn't help even if I told you.
It wouldn't help even if I told... Well, then
I
try.
will be taken over any moment
At
now.
least she's sticking to her guns and not
Taken by
telling
who?
you, instead of like, alright.
What is that? Is it a key?
You'll see.
Is it a key?
It's your mom, okay?
Use it. If you don't want to end up like your friend, the antibodies will temporarily ward off infection.
Infection.
Yes. You already know. You're infected. Plus 20.
Yeah, 20%, not just
Get to them
20.
as soon as you can and go back
I
home.
guarantee you I'm gonna die
Even
from
a
that at
brave
some point.
Marine needs to know when to run.
Even a brave Marine needs to know when to run.
That's one thing I've never understood about,
What
like,
happened here? Tell me.
Resident Evil and, like, this generation of games.
Damn it.
I'm a bad.
Why was the voice acting this bad?
I can't believe this.
Like, you know how people talk. You know what I mean? Like, it never made sense to me why they were so overly exuberant with certain lines and, like, pauses and things that shouldn't have been there, and
because it was more about developing the game. All the money went to developing, to making the graphics great, to writing the story. The voice acting was an afterthought.
But who recording it was just like, that's good. That sounds exactly like how somebody would talk right now.
When you are on a time crunch, it doesn't matter. And
I guess.
when they get these people, it's like, okay, how's the word written? It's like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, do you think a person really talks? Just say the damn line, dude. Just say the damn line the way it is. All right. What am I supposed to do? It's like,
I suppose
it's just something like that. I mean, it's honestly.
I can't go back there.
I suppose it's the same thing as like look at back in like the Shatner era, where like that. What was it? There's something on the wing. Something like that.
Except the funny thing is, it's not that bad in the movie.
I know it's not. But it's like that kind of how,
something on the wing.
Like you look back at old TV shows from like the 70s and 80s, how like their speech is overly exuberant, and you're just like, nobody talks like.
Well, I think it's kind of a holdover from
it's like theatrics,
like
right?
vaudeville and stuff like that, where you would kind of have to like overdo stuff so that everyone around understood what was going around, what was happening, and for some reason that type of mentality just stayed when TV became a thing. Don't know why, but
it's just something that always used to get my goat, even as a kid, like watching like the opening scene to Resident Evil and even the voice acting in Resident Evil 1.
Resident Evil, I get, it's kind of a B movie.
What is happening right now? Like, it's like nobody in the world would be like, that's exactly how I wanted this to sound. What is it?
What is it? Blood.
I hope it's not Chris's blood. Is it blood?
Jill, go see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
The other part of it, too, it could have just been, like Paul was saying, they had limited time.
Too.
They could have had, well, Resident Evil, they can't blame localization because it was produced in English from the get-go.
But it...
Are you blaming Canadians now? What do you have against Canadians?
I might be, because if they're French Canadians who their primary language is French, then obviously maybe the breakdown comes in the translations where they thought they were speaking correctly when it's not. What are you doing?
He's trying to cut the line.
You can't.
Yes, you can.
Then shoot it.
Shoot it!
Shoot it.
Bang.
Oh, okay.
I do. That's actually really cool. I like that.
I think this just goes back to where I was, though.
So I mean, it's no different than when you have poor translations like in English, like from games like that, story wise, where it's like they think they're translating it correctly,
Get off me!
Or they're translating it to the best of their knowledge. Like, yes, this is what it is. Like, this is what our words translates into, but yet in English it doesn't translate to that. So therefore, you will have some differences. But to them, they're like, no, that's the way that it would translate.
Or you have games like, what was it, Final Fantasy VII, where it was like one or two people translating the entire thing.
Right.
Didn't they have like 2 weeks to No, I think it was like one person, and they had literally like 2 weeks to translate the entire game.
Ridiculous.
I'm like, how can you do that to somebody?
Wow. Considering Tim gets like a couple to few months to do translations for stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
But
it's always something that's fascinating.
And it could also be like, they had time crunch. Gotta remember, data back then, like storage space, was a premium. It's not like today where like, we take gigabytes and stuff for advanced, that's standard. Back then, that was outlier. Like, you were lucky to have that kind of storage space, and it was expensive.
Right.
Well, and not even just that, but video games in general have changed. And I would honestly venture to say that one of the games that really launched it off was Metal Gear Solid, where video games were video games. They were meant to be like if you had a good story, that was one thing, but it was about playing the game and just having a good time. Metal Gear Solid took it to a whole new level where it was not just a video game, but it was like a cinematic experience.
Yeah.
And so nowadays,
Ouch.
video games are expected to be like that, where it's not just a video game that you're playing.
Oh, where's my abdomen?
Yeah, it is just gone. It's not just a video game that you're playing. Like you're basically playing an interactive movie.
Yeah.
And so now there's a lot more emphasis on the voice acting has to be good. The acting has to be good because a lot of it's now motion capture versus graphical rendering like this. And so now I think there's a lot more focus on that now than there used to be back then.
I agree. It's yeah.
I mean, hell. I mean, even look at games that are so widely or so highly regarded now, like Silent Hill 1 or Silent Hill 2. And it's like they even didn't have the greatest of voice acting.
No.
2 was significantly better than 1 was, but still, I mean, it had its problems. But it was telling a story, and the voice acting really kind of came. It was at a very distant second.
That's very true. It was always just something that kind of fascinated me quite a bit.
You're just gonna give up like that, huh? I'm completely right.
Yeah, you're actually right about this.
Hey,
Whoa!
Hey, look. It's the end of Resident Evil 2.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated.
No, I'm talking about the train being infected.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence cannot be aborted. Aborted.
And if you stand in the wrong spot, you die.
Do you really?
Yes.
Yo, you'll
That's
get hit by the
awesome.
fucking train.
Oh, lame.
Can you kill that thing? Why are you not killing it?
Oh,
Where did the train go?
Do you-
I'm just saying, it's
it's right there.
Do you have to suplex it like Phantom Train?
Yeah.
Paul doesn't get that.
I don't get that reference. What's the Phantom Train?
In Final Fantasy 3 or 6,
Mm-mm.
there's a fight where you're literally running away from a train called the Phantom Train, and one of the characters is like a martial artist. You can suplex the train.
Saving.
It's really funny.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's like a huge meme of suplexing Phantom Train.
Damn it.
So do you just... Where are you going?
Oh, there it is. I was wondering if I blocked this off. I couldn't remember if it did.
Obviously, it couldn't because that's where you're supposed to go next.
No, I had to go through the door.
Oh.
Phantom Train. Damn, dude, I haven't played 6 in ages.
I don't have...
Yeah, you only need one thing to beat the game, so it's okay.
I remember a
Tool. Auto crossbow.
long time
Fuck.
ago I picked up Final Fantasy 2, but I never got 3. Is it still as expensive as it used to be?
I
$40 game?
I don't think so, actually. Let me look that up. This is an unpopular opinion, but I actually didn't care for 2, aka 4.
Yeah.
That's Bart's.
No, that's Cecil. That's
Oh.
the Dark Knight Paladin bullshit.
You know what? I was
was
okay with the
not
game
a
up
huge
until a
fan.
certain point, and then, like, I enjoy the game still, but it doesn't. I don't know. That one seems like they tried to do some weird stuff, but
Well,
And
it's
they
just,
didn't get away with it. If it weren't for you meddling kids and your stupid dog.
I mean, people absolutely, like, revere that game.
well,
As-
hence
what,
why I got
2?
this.
Yes.
No, they don't.
They do. You'd be
Hence
They,
why I got
I think they revere 3 more than 2.
Yeah, but
Sorry, we're the American versions.
you
Yes,
also got
just
to
to keep
remember
it simple.
which one got a sequel.
Yeah, 2. 3 is actually almost... 3 is weirdly one that's never been touched. Of all the remakes they've been doing of, like, all these games... Because even Final Fantasy 2 had a 3D remake that was on the PSP.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah,
I had no
and
idea.
for some reason, all of the games that have been re-released and redone, 3's never been touched. It's very... I mean, I think they did, like, a graphical improvement type thing on the phone, but still, it's a version that's never... I don't consider that.
I don't
really
consider a
thing.
phone game.
I
Yeah,
don't
if
either.
it goes to the phone, like that's not no.
Oh, Final Fantasy 3 is $42, $45.
Oh, okay. So it's still about the same price then.
Yeah.
In the 40s.
But yeah, it's very odd to me that that's one that's never been thought to be
See, I've
remade
always
for some
and
reason.
I've always thought that 3 was more revered than 2 was.
2 is $33.82.
Yep. I knew that 2 was never as much as the third one.
Well, maybe it was more so in like our circle of friends and stuff who liked 2 more than 3. Because I always
Maybe.
seem to remember some of our friends really loving Kane.
I like Bart's. That's one of my
That's
favorite
fine.
games.
That was actual through. That's 5.
Wasn't
Arts was 5.
one of
Galif, Reyna, and Ferris, right? That's the job system.
Yeah.
Kulix was in 3, right?
Looks. Oh, I don't see it. I don't think he was an actual Final
Hey,
Fantasy.
wait a
boss.
second.
He was from Super Mario RPG.
He was, but it's
Yeah.
because he was a Final Fantasy character.
I don't think he was.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Cool.
Kulix.
I know. I'm gonna look him up.
See you later. EX.
I thought it was K.
No, it's C.
Final Fantasy
LEX.
CULEX. Coolux. Let me see. Maybe he was. Maybe it was one of the games I never played.
Oop.
Is that the music or is that an alarm going off right now?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, maybe he was from. That's weird. I don't know what he's from, actually. 4?
So 2. Okay.
I don't know. Because it also shows
Oop.
Final Fantasy, but it's showing like a thing of 6. But that doesn't.
Hang on, let me see him.
Is Kulux from Final Fantasy? Kulux is an optional boss found in Super Mario RPG. The music played during the fight is the boss battle music from Final Fantasy 4.
Okay, so from
Which
Final
is
Fantasy 2. Yep.
Yeah, we don't know what it is. I don't know if he is an actual Final Fantasy boss. He must be from 4
Let me see him.
then. Well, it's weird because I can't find an actual picture of him. Other than like the one from
Super Mario RPG.
Super Mario. Well, you might as well play because you're the one playing, buddy.
I can.
You
they
can't
can wait.
No, they can't. Stop it. Don't do this to them.
That's what he looked like in 4-ish. I mean, it could be an art rendering of him, but that's after years.
I'm gonna say, was he an optional boss?
He was an optional boss in Super Mario
No,
RPG.
I mean even Final Fantasy.
That I don't.
I honestly have no idea. If he was, I never fought him, but then again, I never really played through a lot of 4. I think he was more dominantly known from Super Mario RPG.
Oh, well, maybe. See, I always thought that he was a Final Fantasy because even when you beat it, the music goes to the Final Fantasy victory music.
Right.
And so I'm
Well,
like,
he
why
must
would
have
you?
been from 4.
Yeah. So I'm like, why would you have play the Final Fantasy music if it's?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Where are you going?
I am killing things.
You're doing a bang up job of that.
Yeah, I know.
What is happening right now?
I don't know.
Totally. We were talking about some shit.
Although, I think I'm gonna die.
Think so?
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Do you know what's funny?
Hmm.
When I did play this before,
You didn't die.
I didn't die.
No, you didn't.
Hey, Paul, guess what?
But I think it's also.
I didn't die.
I think it's also taken him half the time.
I didn't die.
This motherfucker.
Oh, there's another one.
That's where the last one is.
Oh God!
You son of a bitch!
Fall, just fall.
He's like, I'm gonna go down there.
No, not he's gonna go up.
I'm gonna go back up. That's son of a bitch. So what are these things called?
The name of the creature?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one.
Kulix?
Do you have to?
Your
Stop
mom?
it, your mom. Do you have to kill all of them?
Yeah, there's something else I'm supposed to do, and I can't remember what. And your mom.
I love his run cycle. It's no siphon filter.
It's no siphon filter run cycle. Can you?
Paul.
What are we doing? What are we doing? There is
Irritating, Paul.
what exactly
Oh,
are
there you go.
we doing?
I'm killing shit.
Okay.
I have to kill shit.
Oh, so that like that thing.
Yeah, it must be like you gotta clear.
Whoa, that just went into the wall. You missed. You missed. Oh, you missed.
Yay!
You missed. Do it again.
So now that we are speaking of Final Fantasy, Kevin, are you getting the remake
For 7?
for 7? Yes.
I already have the collector's edition pre-ordered.
Of course you do.
Oh my God. Why am I not surprised?
Hey, did you
missed-
see what it comes with?
You missed it again. Yeah, a statue. Like all fucking collector's editions do
Yeah.
these days.
And he comes off the bike.
Cool.
Makes it worth it. Because I can ride the bike now.
Don't tempt me.
That'd be really funny. Oh man. It's locked him
Oh,
over.
wonderful.
Oh, good for you.
Good for you. Was it good?
Where is the last one that won't die then?
They're around here somewhere. Is it the one that phased into the wall?
Oh, it better not be.
I hear him. I hear him hissing and hoofing.
Maybe he's in there. Jump through the window.
You shoot the window.
Jump through the window.
This game's not that advanced.
Nope. Oh,
Yeah,
you're out of
no
bullets. Oh, that's why you weren't
Awesome.
shooting him. Why are we still in here?
Because I have to kill him.
Oh, the room probably locks itself because it feels
Yeah.
biological thing.
Yep.
Try jumping the net. Well,
You
not.
son of a bitch!
Why are you saying you son of a bitch when you were the one who failed that jump?
I didn't fail the jump. He decided.
Sure he did.
chose not to jump.
Yeah, sure he did.
Yeah, Paul, you know what?
All right, do it. Woo!
Damn, what a fucking.
Oh, what a
leap.
monster. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Hey.
there's two of them.
Got him.
There's one more behind that box.
I got it. Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah.
You gotta jump over the
No,
box.
he got him. He got him.
There it is. Is that?
They
is
look
that
like
it?
they look like catfish.
There's
Wait, there is one.
There's
right
more.
there.
Where across?
Oh,
Straight.
God,
Right, 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 right. Oh, you passed him. He's underneath like the incline.
Where? Oh, there he is.
Oh, do you think I was lying?
He's cute. I thought you were.
What the fuck?
No one believes you. There's got to be another one.
There's still
Oh my
another
God.
one. Are you sure that they're not just multiplying?
No, that
Oh,
was,
there it was. Okay.
thank goodness. If I,
I'll be able to move this.
oh, he actually narrates.
Cool.
Neat.
So if I get the conveyor belt moving, then we'll get this thing down here, and then I can jump on it. All right, let's do this. Let's do this thing right now.
Big coil of shit. Why
It is. It's just a big coil of shit. I don't even know.
Son of a bitch!
I don't even know who the fuck left this thing here.
Why did
Well, I'm
it
gonna
zoom
use
to
it.
the fucking like thing there? Like the power button was right there.
I don't remember.
Oh, there's another one.
Damn it, I hate this.
Man, why the hell do I have to keep killing these motherfuckers?
Because it makes things simpler.
It sure does. Yeah.
Although the only thing I don't like with this game is that climbing
There it
on
is.
shit like that, you can get attacked while on them.
Oh, lame.
Can you hit him? Maybe?
No, Paul. You know, I'm just gonna stand here now for the next 2 hours.
Oh God, no! Please don't do that.
To catch up with your time.
Well, he's definitely no Chris Redfield over here.
Oh,
Hey, we did it.
biological area.